LR 3.6.
Medicine. What's good for us and what's not? Who do you turn to when you're not feeling very well? On today's program, we're talking with Dr. Jimmy Wu, a family doctor who has a medical practice here in town. Welcome, Dr. Wu.
Hello, and thanks for inviting me onto your program.
And we also have someone from the other side of medicine, or should I say treatment, Elizabeth Delafield, manager of the Natural Healing and Wellness Centre. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
Dr. Wu, if I can start with you, just exactly what are the strengths of modern Western medicine?
Well, I think the major strength of modern medicine is that it's scientific, based on the scientific method. What that means is that everything we do is based on research, on evidence. Every treatment we use, every drug we prescribe has been rigorously tested. We know that it's going to work. So when you go to a Western-style doctor, well, you have all that science working for you, and you know you're getting the best possible treatment.
Yes, well, doctors can certainly do some amazing things these days.
That's right. Modern medicine is a huge success story. Millions of people around the world wouldn't be alive today without it. And researchers are constantly coming up with new discoveries, new treatments.
All right. Let's turn to you, Elizabeth. Tell me, what can natural therapies, or traditional medicine as some people call it, what can natural therapies do for us? What are their strengths?
Well, before I answer, let me say one thing in answer to Dr. Wu. Traditional medicine has been around for a long time. It's based on research too, because it's been used for, well, hundreds, even thousands of years. It's been tried and tested over a very long time. But I guess the main strength of traditional medicine is that we look at the whole body, or rather the whole person, not just one little part of the body. We think it's important to understand the body's need for balance. We like to say that Western-style doctors treat the illness, but we treat the whole person.
How does that work?
Oh, we like to talk to the patient, find out something about their lifestyle. For example, one of the first questions we might ask is, do you sleep well? It's amazing how many people just don't get a good night's sleep. And, of course, we ask about their diet, the type of food they eat. Do they eat healthy food? Do they eat meals at regular times? Do they drink lots of coffee? You know, that sort of thing. And then we ask about exercise. And we ask them how they're feeling. If there's anything happening in their life that might be affecting how they feel. It's simple. We can tell such a lot about the health of our patients just by talking. And it often becomes very clear what the cause of their problem is.
If I can interrupt, I just want to say that I disagree that doctors only treat the disease. We always talk to the patient to find out what's going on in their lives. The personal relationship between a doctor and a patient is very important.
Yes, but in natural therapies, we look for balance.
Balance. Could you explain what you mean by that?
Well, for example, let's say a patient tells us that they get a lot of headaches. A medical doctor would tell you to take a tablet, you know, a painkiller.
Nonsense.
But that may not stop the headache from coming back again. However, in my clinic, we want to know what is causing the headache, so we look at the whole body.
So do we.
For example, we might ask if the patient has been drinking enough water. We would definitely ask about the food they've been eating, and we might recommend some gentle exercises, a long massage or just some quiet relaxation as a way of relieving stress. So at the Wellness Centre we would say, let's get rid of that headache, first take a big drink of water, then relax or meditate and eat some good healthy food. Simple. Natural. No drugs, no painkillers, no surgery. That's the strength of our treatments. They're completely safe.
You can't say that. For the most part, natural therapies are completely untested. In fact, they may even be dangerous.
Well, I know that people are often very worried about the risks associated with Western medicine and with surgery in particular. Dr. Wu?
Well, of course, people worry about taking drugs. And it's true that there are always risks with surgery, but really, these risks are very low. Millions of people survive surgery every year, And often, there is no other way to treat a whole range of illnesses. So let me say, natural therapies are all very well if you're healthy. But if you get really sick, who are you going to trust with your life? I strongly recommend that you play it safe. Go and see a doctor.
Okay, well, let's take a break there and continue the discussion after with some calls from our listeners.